Great. So once you've confirmed, this screen will come. Now, when the screen comes, help us know you better. What feature do you intend using the most, right? For all intents and purposes, we're here for the store, but you can use Vepaar for posts in WhatsApp. You can use it for CRM, and then click continue, right? And then it asks you about how many are you in the company. Are you a one-man army? Are you a micro company, 1 to 10 employees? Are you a small company, 10 to 50 employees, and so on and so forth? So whichever category works for you, you select it. So I'm going to select a micro company for this one, and then continue. Now, like we did for our WhatsApp, you are going to set up a category for your business. So I'm into sales and marketing. Ooh, that's not here. So I'm going to select a software technology for the sake of the training. So based on what company you are, you would select it. If it's not here, click other. So I'm going to click other just for that. So now you are in your dashboard. Now this is the Vpa dashboard. Let me do a quick run through. My biz is the main hub, right? That's where you can set up a number of things. So you can click on info to check out your information and edit your information. So if you want to change your cover image, this is where to do it. If you want to change your logo, this is where to do it. The basic information we set up in the beginning, this is where you can edit it. Now, numbers is the second bit. Now, numbers is where you connect your WhatsApp number to. This is a very important bit of the setup, because if you don't set up your WhatsApp number here, when people place orders, you will not receive it. You will not receive a notification that someone has placed an order, right? Okay. We'll get to the setup. I'm doing the run through now after we do the setup. Social media links, you can add your social media pages here so that on the e-commerce website, someone can click through and go to your social media and follow you or check out your content. Links. Now you can add links here, links to pages, your Linktree link, and other links. So you put that here. And then if you have an existing domain, right, but haven't created an e-commerce shop, you can create a domain. You can link your domain here, right? But if you don't have a domain, Vepaar will give you a preset domain for your mini shop. Now I'm going to skip through CRM because we're not going to use that. And I'm going to come to the store. Now here's what we're going to be focusing today. Now in your store, you have your dashboard, you have your orders, you have your products, you have your categories, you have your badges, attributes, charges, shipping, checkout, payments, and settings. Today, we're going to look at orders, the dashboard, your orders, products, categories, checkout, and then a bit of settings. Now let's link our number. So the first thing I'll advise you to do is, because we're going to be connecting to WhatsApp, let's link our number. So I'm going to connect my number. So country code, so set the country code to the right country. Because I'm in Ghana, obviously, it's set to Ghana, but if I was using maybe a South African number or an American number, I'd have to change it. So set the country code for what is current here, and then dial your number. Okay, so status, turn off if you want to disable this number on WhatsApp this page, but we don't want to do that. We want this to be the official number for our WhatsApp business. So we'll tick it and then click add. So there we go, we've linked our WhatsApp to Vepaar. So we'll direct the orders to our WhatsApp page, but there's something else we need to do to activate that, but that will be later on in the settings. So once you've successfully done that, you go back, step 1 is done. Then we move to our store. Now, when we get to our store, the first place I want you to go to is your categories. And the reason why I want us to set up our categories is that when you go and upload a product, the product has to be under a category. right? So say if I'm selling clothes and I'm selling maybe jeans and shirts, I need to set up the jeans category and then the shirt category before I start uploading specific jeans products or specific shirt products. So get into your categories and then let's start creating. So based on the kind of products that you have, right, I'm going to use my trainings as products here or my services as products here. So I'm going to set up my coaching category services. So I'm going to put coaching here. So as I was setting up, you saw the status. Now, when you take the status off, it means that that category is turned off. It won't show on your website. But I want it to show, so I'll take it on and then save. And then I'll add advertising as a category. And then I'll add trainings as a category. So now I've added my categories. They are very active. And now I'm ready to set up my products under each of the categories. So when you're done with your categories, now come to products. Now you see the categories that I've stated show at the top of the screen. So now I can start filling them with products. So let me start with my trainings. Okay, so let me start with my trainings, add products. Now, there are two options here. Because I'm doing services, right, I may not need to use this. But if you are uploading a product, right, and there are different variants of the product, you use the variable. Like if you're uploading the iPhone 13, iPhone 13 Pro Max, iPhone 13 mini, iPhone 13, you need to select the variant so that you can upload the different variants of the product. But if you're doing a simple one size product, then you go for simple. So I'm going to go for simple because I'm selling services. So click on simple. Now I start filling in the details. Service name. This was a training. So we're going to do free WhatsApp training, WhatsApp business training. And even as you upload it, you can decide to change the category, right? So maybe I started uploading something, I realized this is the wrong category for it. I can decide a category over here, right? So it's training, so I'll stick to my trainings. Regular price, and let me just explain this really quickly. So there's the regular price, right? And then there's the selling price. Now, usually what happens is that people offer a regular price and offer a discounted price on their products, right? So you can decide to do that. Or if you don't have a discounted price and you're selling it as is, then just go for the selling price, right? So maybe I would do mine, for the sake of the example, I'll do it 100 Ghana cedis, and then the current selling price is 0. So now once it's done, there's a question here, allow multiple quantity and carts, right? If I want to allow, so if you have a product where someone can buy multiples of, that is where this is valid, right? But if you have a product that someone can buy only one of, like if you're buying a training like this, you can only buy one of the training, you can't buy multiples of the training, right? So for my case, I wouldn't do that, so that's inactive. Now, if I was selling something like clothes, right, there will be a measure here, right? So what size it is. So I'm not selling clothes, so I'm not going to do that. But based on your type of business, you do that, right? Then description. So the product description or the service description, right? For the sake of time, I'm not going to go too much to detail into this. We all know our product, so it will be pretty simple to do this, right? SKU, stock keeping units. Now, those who are into proper stock management for their businesses know what this is about. If you don't know what it's about, don't worry too much about it, right? Every product has a stock keeping unit, right? We use it to track products. If that doesn't apply to your business, don't worry too much about it. If you have a link for people to get more details, you can put that in here. But then I'm assuming that once someone has seen your product online somewhere else and they've clicked to come to your e-commerce website to come here, it is not very advisable to leave a click for them to go somewhere else because they are on the purchase page. So if they leave here and they go somewhere else, the likelihood of them coming back here will be a bit difficult. So if you have a link, it should be a link that goes somewhere in this app, not outside the app, right? If not, I wouldn't advise you do that. So the next step is out of stock. So when your product is sold out and it's out of stock, you come here and you make it active, right? But because we're uploading the product and it is in stock, we keep it inactive. And then there's also another one, the status of the product itself. You can make it active or inactive, right? Let's keep it active because we want people to see that that product is actually in stock. So once you're done with this, you click create. Now, when you click create, open the product again. Now, this will give you the ability to add images to it after you set it up. So once you set it up, come here. So it'll be in here, click on it, go to images, and then click add. Take photo or choose from gallery, and then let's add the imagery for the training. Great. So I have this here. Click on it, upload it. Great. Great. So we're good to go here. Okay. So let me upload one more product, and then I think I will push forward with the training. Right, so let me do one for the advertising. So name, Instagram, ads, ad service. Okay, so regular price 250 Ghana cedis, selling price 250 Ghana cedis. People can buy multiples of this at a time, so I'm going to deactivate that. I'm not going to pull in details because it's a training. And then I'll create. So this is created. I come back in here. I add my image, advertise your business. And the thing about adding the images, unfortunately, is that you have to add them one at a time. You have to add them one at a time. So if you have multiple images, you have to add them one at a time, unfortunately. Save. So we've dealt with our categories, we've dealt with our products. Now, let's go to the dashboard. Let me run you through a few things. So in your dashboard, you see your statuses. So you see your total orders, you see your net revenue, you see your average order value, you see your total items sold, right? And then you see your pay status. Now, we're not going to go into too much of the pay status because we are not linking a payment platform to the app. You can link Paystack to it, but if you don't have your Paystack account, let people come into WhatsApp, confirm the order, and then you can pay whichever way that you're used to. And then you can see order status. So open, processing, delivered, and these are mostly set up by you. You'll see your top products, you'll see your top customers, you see your revenue, you see your sales. So this gives a bit of analytics on what is going on in your shop so that you can use that to make informed decisions. And I mean, one thing for me that helps people that run businesses that sell products is you are able to see your top products, one, so that you know what to restock on, right? And then you see your top customers, so you know who to prioritize, who to call, how to manage those customers because they're repeat customers and they keep purchasing from you. So in a nutshell, this is our dashboard. And you're able to determine the filters or the period within which you would get this information. So you can do today, yesterday, this week, this month, this year, or you can do a custom one, right? And then put in the dates and see how much sales you made or see the analytics from that perspective. Great. So categories, products, dashboard, we're all clear. Now I'm going to have us get into the checkout. Now, what the checkout does is that when someone comes and they place their orders, right, and they're about to check out of your store, what happens? This is where you determine what happens. You can set a minimum order amount, but I won't advise you to do that based on the, you don't want to limit people when they are purchasing from you, right? So leave that out. Now let's go to the form. When people are purchasing from you through this platform, through your e-commerce website, you can actually have them fill specific details so that when the information comes to you, you know maybe where the things to be delivered, their contact detail, maybe their email address, whatever information you want, you will be able to get that over here. So we see the details that we can actually ask from customers here. So their name, their email, their address. You can have 3 different addresses, address line 1, line 2. You can have a landmark, locality, city, state, country, pin code, and note, right? So based off what you're looking for, tick or activate the ones that you want people to fill in. And when they are checking out, they will fill in, it will request them to fill in those details. So for me, I'm going to do name, email. And you see, it's not asking them for their number because it will already collect their number because they are ordering through WhatsApp. I don't know if that makes sense. Because they're ordering through WhatsApp, the order will be confirmed with their phone number, which is a WhatsApp number. So that there's no need for that to be collected over here, right? And then probably, so for me, these are the 2 things I'll collect. And then when you tick them, you save. So we're gradually getting there, Come to settings, right? Now you can add checkout notes here, right? Any information that you want them to know when you're checking out. So for here, I will put, thank you for your purchase. Our sales team will get in touch within 24 hours. So that's what I put here, but you can put anything you want based on what you're selling. So once you do that, always remember to save. Always remember to save. Now come to WhatsApp. Now, this is the part I was talking about when we linked the WhatsApp number to it. If you want the orders, right, to be sent to your WhatsApp right when the person makes that order, this is where you take. So you update the status. So turn on the status for all orders, right? Details of the orders, the details that you requested that they fill out, and the products that they've ordered to be sent to you on WhatsApp, right? Directly to your WhatsApp. You click this. Now, do not use the Vepaar official number because that's not the number that you linked. Use your number, although it's not recommended, right? So use your number and then select the number that you've linked to the WhatsApp account, right? So you select your number here and then you click save. It's very important. Let me run through this again. If you want the orders that people do, the checkouts that they do, right, to come to you automatically on WhatsApp, right, you click the status here, take it to come to be active, and then go to your WhatsApp number. It's usually not recommended by Vepaar because they want everything to pass through their network, right? But do it this way, and then link your connected number. When you do that, as usual, you save, right? Let's come to mobile number. Now, mobile number, allow clients to check out with their phone number whilst checking out. If user selects a payment gateway, other than pay later, we always ask for their phone number, right? So if enabled, you can send a one-time password to customers to verify via WhatsApp. That's not necessary. So save this. The status is online, so save it. So once we do this, we've set up our checkout. Now let's go to payment. Now, if you realize, based on which part of the world you are, right, you can connect different payment platforms to it. So if you're in the US, Canada, UK, Australia, Japan, you can add Stripe to it. Pay later is activated because we haven't linked any payment platform to it. We have Razor Pay. We have Paystack, like I mentioned earlier. We have Flutterwave for those in Nigeria and other African countries, right? So you can configure payments to your e-commerce shop such that when someone places an order, they don't even need to come to your WhatsApp directly. They just make payments and you get a notification in your WhatsApp or probably your account or through Paystack that someone has made a payment. Now, when you come here, come to settings for pay later. Now, pay later is enabled. Display name is pay later, or you can change the name here because this is what people will click when the payment options come, right? So you can change it to purchase now. And then you can add a description. Place your order quickly, pay at your convenience. Great. So that works for me, so I'll do that. So that's saved. So I move out of here. Now, if you have standard shipping charges, right, you come to shipping and then you add your shipping charges. So maybe if I'm delivering, for those who aren't in Ghana, you may not get locations that I'm using, but if I'm delivering to maybe the University of Ghana, okay, that University of Ghana, right, and that would be 20 cities. And then status active, and then you click create, but I'm not going to do that. So I'll just leave the page. So you can set up specific delivery charges to specific places, right? So that being said, I think our e-commerce website is set up, right? Now, let me do this quick one for settings. Now, you can put a shop name here, a store name here, but I want the business name to show, so I won't do that. And then you can do the currency. You can change your currency from here for the shop, right? I want it to be Ghana cedi, so I'll leave it at that. Now, our shop is set up. Congratulations. When you set up your e-commerce shop, you're done with the setup, right? And you want to share the link with people, you come to the top of the screen, and then you click share. And when you do that, great. So when you do that, it gives you an option to share to various different places. But I'm going to say copy to clipboard. So that's the link of the shop would have been copied to my clipboard, so I can share it anywhere I want to, right? Now, if I want to view the shop, I click on the button beside the share, and then it opens my shop for me. Now I'm going to teach us a little bonus hack, right? So that our shop link is presentable, because if you check my shop link, it's a bit messy at the top there. There's WhatsApp business, stroke 7x004.whatsbiz. Now, the domain that they use is whatsbiz. Unless you link your personal domain or your business domain to it, it's going to use the what's biz domain, right? So if you want your personal domain or your business domain, you have to link it in the domain session, right? If not, you would have to do this, right? But my little hack is this. Usually, customers look at your website and they use it it determines a lot whether they will click or not. Now, if you want people to click through to your website, set up a Bitly account. Set up a Bitly account and then shorten this link and create a Bitly account with it. So it's going to be probably Bitly your business name, or Bitly shop your business name, or Bitly your business name shop, so that when people see that link, it makes more sense. Right? So let me get to what's on the screen. So our setup is here, your cover image is here, your logo is here, your business details are here, right? So when someone comes straight to your Vepaar or your online shop, they come home. And when they come here, they can contact you on WhatsApp directly. They can click through to send you a message on WhatsApp, right? Or they can go to the shop, the store. Now, when you come to the store, you see that there are products in here. The products that I placed are in here, right? So you see all products. You can scroll through all your products, or you can go to trainings and see the products there, advertising and see the products there, or coaching and see the products there. Now, oops, unfortunately, I didn't put any info here, so there's nothing here, right? So someone comes here, they see the product, they want to add to cart, and you see, when you click here, it doesn't take you to another page yet. When you click here, all you realize is that your cart has been loaded with one product, right? And you can continue shopping, right? So I click and I add to cart. Now 2 items are in my cart. So I can click the cart to finish the payment. So now I see the full amount, and this works like the way your basic e-commerce website would work. I see the amount I have to pay. I see a clear button that says continue. I see a button at the top that says empty my cart. So I click continue. Great. Now you see, purchase now is at the top here. Place your order quickly, pay at your convenience. So customer knows that, okay, I can place the order, right? And then I can pay at my convenience, or whatever you want to put there. I put that there because that's what favors what I'm trying to do, right? And if you remember the details that we set up, right? The details are here. So your name, Jude, your email, right? And please, pro tip, when someone is purchasing from you on your e-commerce shop, personally, I advise my mentees and my customers to make your sales process 3 steps only. 3 steps, and if there's anything else to do, you pick up the process and do it. Because when you do more than 3 steps, you run the risk of having customer fatigue. What's going to happen is that they're going to be like, this process is taking too much time, so let me just drop it and go do something else, or go find someone who will provide the service for me easier, right? So I came on the shop, I added my items, I checked out, and when I was checking out, they didn't ask me for 11 items. They asked me for 2, 3, 4 items, or 5 items. Even 5 items is a lot. So name, contact, location, and then I think that should be it. Any other information you need, you can get in touch with the customer to get that information, right? But don't put the burden on them to give you that information. It makes it a bit more difficult for them to complete the sale, right? Great. Continue, right? Now, you see, place order with WhatsApp or via WhatsApp or with your phone number, right? We'll redirect you to WhatsApp to send a message, or the message contains your order details. So make sure you send it to place your order, right? So you can click here and then it will send a WhatsApp message to me, right? That I've placed an order, or you can do it with your mobile phone number. So let's say the person doesn't want to send you a WhatsApp message. They want to use their phone number, right? Either ways, you're going to get their phone number, right? So I do that and then I place the order. Great. If you saw the notification at the top of the screen, Vepaar just notified me of the purchase, right? Order details, and then we can still chat in WhatsApp, but the client may not do that, right? So I advise that when you set up your website, test it out. Test it out to make sure it works, right? Okay, so I come back here. I go to Vepaar now. And when you come to Vepaar and you come to orders, right? If you want to do it manually, you would see that Jude has placed an order. You can give him a call, you can send him a WhatsApp message. You come here, you see the order placed, right? You can see the items you ordered for. You can see the activity, item added to your cart, order received via WhatsApp. So Vepaar offers a number of things that makes your sales process easier, like I said earlier.